What up, guys? Today I just want to go through the trades that I took this month. I know I was supposed to actually show you this trade a long time ago. Started last month, and then last month, and then this month, but it was a very, very slow journey for me. But I will just go and show you the trades that I took this month. And then before the video ends, I will show you what happened last month and then last month, because it has been 3 months of me journaling my system, my strategy on this platform, right? It is called Luna Pro. You can simply just go luna.pro and then you'll find it. The link is in the description so that you can be able to start journaling the trades. But that's not why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is because I want to show you the strategy I've been using for the past 3 months. And there's not in a single month where I lost. Actually, I went below my initial deposit. But anyways, let's go and look at the first trade, right? So we're gonna go through the first trade. The first trade, we lost $49.47, of which it was definitely a bad start of the month. So let's go and look at the trade. So this is the trade that I took. Don't look at the image of how the image was journaled, all right? Because this image, basically, I took a screenshot on my phone after I took a stop loss, and then I realized, oh shit, I took a stop loss and then I journal this on my phone. The nice thing about Luna Pro is that you can sync it between your phone and a computer, wherever you are. When you want to, you just simply log in, and then whatever data that you put in, you'll be able to go to it later on, right? So I actually journaled this on my phone. As you can see over here, I took a loss. This basically was my entry line point, and then basically I took a stop loss here, which is why I ended up losing $49.47, right? So we're gonna look at the second trade that I took, whereby I made $98.67, right? So this is the second trade. It was really called a sniper entry when we look at this one. As you can see, this is where I entered. My stop loss was below. By the way, I trade a 1:2. I don't trade anything. Every single day when I take a trade, I risk $50 to make $100. Yes, somehow you will realize that I risk $49, $48. I made $98.97, because the numbers, they are not always directly strictly straight that you're gonna risk $50 to make $100. It's not like when we speak between me and, right? So this one was a beautiful trade. I just hit entry, nice, perfect, and then I hit take profit. That's why I made $98.67, right? And then the third one, it was a loss. This one again, I journaled it on my phone. I don't know why when I take a loss, I'm always on my phone. But when I'm winning, I'm actually on my computer. I don't know why. But anyways, so this one, basically, I took a loss. This was the entry. I'm zooming a little bit. This was my entry over here. Stop loss. Yeah, just like 15 minutes later, more than 10 minutes later, the market kicked me out. And then I was like, okay, because this is the 5 minute time frame, as you can see here at the bottom, right? So let me just get as you can see here at the bottom, it's a 5 minute time frame, right? So I lost this trade, of which is why, of which is why I ended up with a negative $49.72. But remember, we trade 1:2. As you can see over here, we already still on break even. I think the time I posted this on TikTok, I was roughly negative 20 cent, right? Negative 20 cent when I journaled this, right? So that was last week, Wednesday. And then last week, Thursday, it was a good day again. It was a sniper entry, same thing as Tuesday. This is where my entry was, and then the market pushed and hit my take profit and continued going high. It was a beautiful entry, beautiful trade, of which it was crazy. So I hit my second take profit. So my rules are, when you hit the second take profit in that week, you stop trading in time. You don't continue trading regardless of what's going to happen. You don't. You trade 1, 2, and then you hit take profit that week, you're done. Right? You hit 2 take profits that week, you're done. So here, as you can see, it was the first take profit, and then first loss, first take profit, second loss, second take profit, and then when you look at this, I'm up 2%, right? And then we're done trading. We no longer trade on that day. That is why on Friday I didn't trade on Friday, right? So that was Thursday. Good trade on Thursday, right? Monday, this week, Monday, beautiful trade again. This was my entry 1 is to 2. Beautiful, powerful, sexy, nice. I loved it. All right. It was not a sniper entry as the other ones, right? This one basically closed below my entry, and then another candle just played below my entry before it even pumped up. But it was a good trade. I made $97.12, of which it was crazy. I said it right when I uploaded this recap on TikTok. I was like, you know what? If we hit another take profit, we're done trading this week. Of which definitely it was. It happened on Tuesday. Tuesday, it was a crazy day. It was I don't know what happened on Tuesday, right? But most of the time, we're gonna go back in some of my previous trades. Most of the time, Tuesday and Thursday become more profitable days than Wednesday. Wednesday, it's one of the worst days. Wednesday and Friday, one of the worst days when it comes to my strategy. But Tuesday, Thursday, and Monday, they always produce results those 3 days. So this one, it was a perfect selling trade, and it went down and it continued dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping for a very, very long time. Of which for me, it was very, very nice that I hit take profit without worrying. Anyways, so I made $96.91, which is why when you look at our PNL currently this month, our PNL it's $292.97. $292.97, of which it's beautiful. I hit its second take profit this week, which is why the whole of this week I didn't continue trading. Today is Friday. Saturday, I won't think about trading. I stopped thinking about trading on the 9th of June, right? 10, 11, 12, no trading. 13, 14, no trading. I will start trading on the 15th of June up until the 19th. It will all depend how when I'm hitting my take profit twice, and then after that, that will be done for me. But anyway, so yeah, that's my current stats when it comes to my strategy. As you can see, I'm sitting on $292.97. I don't know what's gonna happen the next coming week and that other week, because we're left with approximately about 12 days, that 10 and then 12 days this month, and of which it's going to be a not sure, right? So I told you guys that I will show you what happened in April, right? In May. So let's go back to May. May was a month where I was too greedy. I wanted to trade every single day of the month in May, of which is why at the end of the month, I ended up with $37.06. But the funny part is, I didn't lose. I ended up positive. When you think my strategy is not one of the good strategies, I don't know about you, Mchaka, but for me, it works, right? I don't know why this month I became greedy. I wanted to trade every single day, but at the end of the month, I actually didn't lose. And here on the 20th, Wednesday, this day was a good day in the market. If I traded that day, I would have ended with roughly about $137 in May. But because this I skipped this day, and this day it's when I hit second take profit in that week, right? And with my greediness, I ended up with $37.06. But the most beautiful part is that I didn't lose. That's the most critical part when it comes to this. That's the most critical part when it comes to this. Now let's go in April, because I started using Luna Pro in April. So let's go to April. As you can see, in April, I made $499.38, right? So when you look at this, right, 2 trades, it was Good Friday. I didn't trade, took 2 losses, and then this one actually hit take profit. I skip. I don't know why I skipped this day, and then I skipped I take a loss here, take my second profit. So somehow, based on some of the days that I skipped, I think there are 3 days where I hit take profit, but I skipped, and there are, I think about like the other days. Okay, the 10th basically I skipped, and it was a losing day. I remember it was a losing day. This one was a losing day. This one was a losing day. I skipped those days. But this 1, 2, 3, 4 were winning days. So I could have been more when it comes to this $499.38, if I traded the whole month and I didn't skip some of the days, right? But at the end of it all, I ended up in a good side of the market at the end of the month because of some of the days that I skipped. But the reality says, if I actually traded every single day, I would have been in a negative, not negative side. I would have been probably somewhere roughly about $300 to $350, right? But because of these days that I skipped, I ended up having $499.38. So these past 3 months, right? If I go to overview, is it overview? I'm not sure. My network is too slow, but we're gonna see. Yeah, in the past 3 months, right? In the past 3 months, my PLL all in all it's $829.41 in the past 3 months. My win rate it's 47.5%. If you don't understand those numbers, I'm sorry. This time, this over here, when I lost a couple of trades in a row, 5 trades in a row, it was last month when I became greedy. I lost 5 trades in a row, of which, as you can see, it started dropping and dropping and dropping. But currently, it's now even above the drop that I experienced. So, yeah, guys, if you want the strategy that I am using to actually produce such results, right, you can get the strategy in the link below in the description. Probably it will be the first video, and then the second video will be for Luna Pro, and then other videos that will continue at the bottom. But all in all, this, my friend, that's one of the nice things that I've ever experienced when it comes to trading. Before it was very, very hard to actually to be where I am. But currently I even enjoy trading. Why? Simply because the system that I am using works without even missing. Mind you, I only get into the charts for roughly about 30 minutes per day. 30 minutes is even way too quick. I get into a chart very, very short period of time, roughly about 10 to 15 minutes, right? And then I leave. Then I will come back later to come and check the results, right? Which is why some of the trades you see that I channeled on the fall, because that's when I come and check results. And then I'll realize with I took a loss today, and then let me just journal on my phone, right? And all those things. But yeah, guys, that's what I wanted. I hope I'll see you next week. So right now I am going to document my single every week. Every week when I'm taking trades, I'm just going to document it for you guys so that you can see my strategy based on the trade that I'll be displaying for you guys every single week over here, because I have to hit take profit 2 times a week, and then don't mind some of the days I will be trading simply because it will depend of when did I hit take profit. But other than that, I love trading now more than ever. Anyways, you can use this strategy for prop firms. Don't worry, you can use it for prop firms, and you will pass your prop firms. It's very, very easy. It's very, very nice, and you will thank me later after I've get the strategy. When you pass your prop firm, come back to me, send me a screenshot, and then I promise. I don't promise. You have to promise me that you'll buy me a coffee. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you on our next video. Take care.